Hi everyone, Michelle Zenisek here, Run With It VA. Okay, so we're in a new year. It is now the second week of January 2021. And I thought I would start off, well, not necessarily start off this year, but the second week. I think it would be a good topic to discuss what exactly is a virtual assistant, because I market myself as a virtual assistant, but the reality is as I tell people all the time, virtual assistant is more of an industry than it is a title. And with that being said, there are virtual assistants who do bookkeeping. There are virtual assistants who do executive, administrative type of work. There are virtual assistants who do web design, graphic design. So I mean, even though you could just market yourself as a graphic designer instead of a virtual assistant, maybe they like to do some other things that fall under the category of virtual assistant. I know it can be confusing. Honestly, it kind of confuses me too. But the reality is a virtual assistant is doing administrative work. And administrative work isn't just filing and typing anymore. I mean, maintaining your website is administrative work. Maintaining your social media presence is administrative work. Doing your email marketing and all that's administrative work. So that's why it can fall under that umbrella of a virtual assistant, because it's all administrative work. It's stuff that really business owners need to strive to get to a point where the only thing they're doing for their business is whatever it is that makes them money. Even with what I do, as my virtual assistant business grows, I have 3 subcontractors that help me do the work. And that's, I have to keep giving them work to do so that I have more time to bring in more business and bring in more clients, and not necessarily doing the work myself. Now, don't get me wrong, I do still do quite a bit of the work myself, but that's one of my goals for 2021 is to not do as much of the work myself anymore. Just really do better about giving that work to the team members. And also the idea is then that I don't necessarily have to say my plate is full, I can't take on anything else, because I can. Because even if my team members have too much on their plate, then I can bring in another team member, which would just be another virtual assistant. So that's that's kind of where I'm at with my business. But that's how every business owner should be thinking is, how do I get stuff off my plate so that I can just do the work that's going to bring in money? And that can be scary. And it is for me too, don't get me wrong. That's why I still do a lot of the work myself, because it's, we all have these control issues. It's part of the reason why we're business owners. But the thing is you have to start somewhere. And I remember, gosh, it's probably like 2.5, 3 years ago when I brought on my first team member, and it was a scary thing. But it was like, I am not good with graphic design myself. It's not something that's in my wheelhouse, but with the type of work that I do for clients, I need to be able to do graphic design. So that was the first thing I did was, okay, I need to bring in someone who can do graphic design. And that's what I did. And so she is, she's been with me like almost 3 years now. And, and it was the best decision I ever made. And then I've been able to grow my business to the point where I'm bringing on more team members. And that's, that's where I don't say no to people. Now I say no if it's work that I don't do. But if it's, if it's in the digital marketing, online marketing realm, then that's the kind of work that I want to do for clients. And let's face it, as business owners, that's it. It's a time suck for you, because it's, even though that stuff is necessary, you've got other things to do that make you money. And so when you have to spend time doing those things, it's it's taking away the time that you need to work on your business. But that's where I can hope that that even the tips and strategies that I give you, that it helps you save some time that way. Even if you're not in a place where you can outsource it yet, maybe you can, you at least can, I can at least save you some time with saying, hey, do it this way. It's much easier. And you might say, aha, it is easier. And that is saving me time. So I'm going to do it that way. So hopefully that's what I'm bringing to you. So even though you may not be in a place where you can afford to outsource stuff, you at least are getting some help. The other thing I would say is, you like I said, you just have to start small. Start with one thing. What is one thing you wish you just did not have to do for your business? That might be bookkeeping. So maybe you have to say, okay, what do I need to do to bring in a bookkeeper? And I have a coach, who actually says, bringing in a bookkeeper and an accountant is almost like being naked in front of someone. As weird as that may sound, it's true. It's very uncomfortable to let people look at your numbers, let people look at where you're at with your money. And so there's truth to that. So then, it's all about, stepping outside your comfort zone, just letting it happen. And then you probably, after a few months, be like, gosh, I should have done this a long time ago. Sometimes it's really just about getting out of our own way. So I know I kind of went off on a tangent here. This is really about what a virtual assistant is. I hope that I've answered that for you, that it's really just someone who does admin work, and that can be anything. It can be bookkeeping, it can be graphic design, it can be website maintenance, it can be blog maintenance, it can be email marketing, it can be managing your daily emails or managing your daily calendar. I'm not saying that all these things I've listed that I do, because I don't do all those things I just listed. But it's the admin tasks that we all face as business owners every day is a never-ending list, and it's a very broad spectrum of tasks from one end to the other. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that it's helped you get a better understanding of what a virtual assistant is. Hopefully I didn't just confuse you more. So anyway, feel free to ask me any questions you have, whether it's under this video, whether it's replying to an email, whether it is on social media. Feel free to, just reach out to me in whatever way you can to ask whatever questions you have. So I hope everyone has a great week. Talk to you soon.